You're welcome to my channel Mindset Academy, where we want to reproduce a figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen in orthographic projection. Now, if you look closely, I have successfully separated the views associated to this given figure. And the diagram is telling us that we should be looking from this side, meaning that our elevation should start from this side. Now, the first thing you do when you hear the word orthographic projection is for you to draw your orthographic axis, right? Like you draw your y-axis this way, you draw the x-axis this way, right? Coming, draw the x-axis this way. You can see that. Now, from where they meet, you measure 10 to the left and also 10 to the right using your meter rule. And when you do that, you have this, and you also have this, right? You also measure 10 vertically and 10 that is up and down. You measure the 10, 10 up and what 10 down. And you come here, you measure this, and you come here, you measure this. Hope you can see that. Now we're told to draw it in first angle projection, meaning that our elevation, where the arrow is pointing in this direction, right, should be either here or here. That taking whenever the elevation is above the quadrant on top, right? That is, it is what we are trying to draw in first angle projection. Now, since the arrow is pointing here, meaning that we're looking from the side. So if you look closely, right, the entire length here, if you look at the figure closely, the entire length here from here to here, that is from here to here, is given to be 107. The question is, how is it 107? Fine. From here to here is given to be, as you can see in the diagram, from here to here is given to be what? 60, right? Making the radius to be what? 30. Now that means from this point to this point is 30, and from top here, look at the diagram closely, to this center here is 60. So 30 plus 60 is what? Is 90. Now from this center here to the end of this arc is 17, right? So it's we have it's given to be what? 17. So we say that the 30 plus 90 plus 17, that is 100 and what? 107. Is that okay now? So I'm going to measure my 107 from this point here, from here, my reference point here, from this point. I'll measure, this is 100, 105, 106, 100 and what? 7 at this point. Hope you can see that. Meaning I'm just taking my instrument from the beginning here to the ending here, and just placing it at here. Then I'm marking. Can you see that? 107. Then I'm going to take here up this way. And the height, since the radius, if you see an arrow from here to this point, is 30, meaning that the height is what? Is also 30. So I'm going to measure a height of 30 on my meter rule. So this is the 30 that we have here, from 0 to 3. So you measure 30, 0 to 3 on your meter rule, and you place it here, you mark 30. Right? That means, what I mean is, from this point is what? 30. You can see that? From 0 to 3. And I am going to close it up this way. Can you see that now? So I've carved out that box. So when you're looking from this side, the only thing you'll be seeing is that you'll be seeing everything that is associated to this side. You cannot see the top, you cannot see the side. You only see in this direction, 90 degree. So you see this curve here, right? You're going to see this curve. As I'm showing you this curve here. which has a radius of 30. And you see this square shape, this rectangular shape here, or let's say square shape here. This is it here. And you'll be seeing this also, you'll be seeing this curve like a straight line. Anytime you look at a curve at an angle this way, perpendicularly, you see it as what? The side of a curve is seen as what? A straight line. That's why I'm showing as a straight line. Then this circle you see here, you cannot see it from here because it is in between this figure, so that I'm using hidden line here to denote that there's something going through here. When the web you have here, this is the web you have here. Is that okay now? So these are the things we'll draw. We're not seeing from the top. So let's start. So I know very well that I will measure 30 from here. Measure what? 30 millimeter on your meter rule, since the radius of this arc is 30. Or you can just come from here, you mark here 30, and you cut here. Then you come here and you close it up. Hope you can see that. So let me taking it out. So that's what we have. Now I will now draw my center line on that point because this is where the center of the circle is. I'll just draw long, short, long, short, long, short, long. Aside that, there is another one from here to here is going to be 30. So from here to here is 15. So what I'll just do, I'll just measure 15 in both sides. So my meter rule, I'm going to measure 15 from 0 to 15, right? And I'll place it here. Mark 15, also mark 15. So let's confirm that again, 0 to 15, sorry. This is 15 here. So if I come here, this is 15, this is 15. This is where we are here. So meaning that from here to here is 15. Can you see that? And I'm going to taking it here, and also taking it here. Then I'll take it up. Faint line first. Can you see that? And the height from here to here, you can look at the diagram very well. It's given as 10. So I am going to measure 10. This is 10 here, which I am going to take in. And I'll come here too. I'll take in here. I'll come here too. I'll take in here. Hope you can see that. So once you've done that, you've successfully brought out this part here. Then the next one, the thickness from here to here is given to be 16, as you can see from the diagram. It's going to be what? 16. So from the base here, I'll measure 16 because all this edge here is my reference point here. So I'm going to what? I'm going to measure 16 from the base here. This is 15, 16 here. And I'm taking it. I'm only replicating this. I've already explained how I got this. Then I'm going to draw my line from this point straight down to touch here, and from this point straight down to touch here. Can you see that? Now the next thing is from this point here, as you can see in the diagram, I will measure 20. Is that taken? So from here, I'll measure 20. That is from here to here is 20. So 0 to 2 is 20. Then I'll draw a line that is tangential to this point here. Can you see that? Now aside that, the circle. So to get to that center, I'll measure what? 17. As you can see in the diagram, there's an arrow, 17 radius. So measure it to here is 17. So I'm going to measure 17 from here. This is 15, 16, 17 here. Alright. And now this is my 17 here. And the diameter of this circle is given to the word 10. So I'll measure 5 to both sides, from 0 to 5, and also from 0 to 5 also. Then I'll now draw my hidden line downward this way. Then I'll draw my center line. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long. So that's there's a circle there all together. Now this is what we have. We have successfully reproduced the elevation looking from the side. Now let me take it up very well so we have what we're talking about here. Is that okay? So you project all these points downward, the two ending, you bring it down. So the thickness of the plan is given to be what we have here, and that is 50 from here to here, as you can see in the diagram, right? So I'm going to measure the 50 there from 0 to 5 is 50, and I'll close it up this way, faint line. Now if you look at it, looking at it from the top, right, you see this curve. Like I told you, you see the side of a curve, the face of a curve as a straight line. Just like you are seeing this side as a straight line, similarly you see this side as what? A straight line. That is why here is straight. And also here also you'll be seen it as what? A straight line too. That is why all these points here is also straight. So I'll just from this end here, I'm going to bring a straight line downward this way, faint line first. Can you see that? I'll come here too, I'll bring a straight line down here too. So this will be hidden line. Because of this figure you see here, you cannot see it from the top. So that's why I'm using hidden line to show that there's a through here. From here to here is from here to here. So let me just do that once and for all. Right, I can continue my center line here. And short. That again. Now aside that, the next thing we'll be doing here is this. I'll just take this one out this way. So to get the center of the circle you see out there. So what are we going to do? The thickness from here to here is going to be 34. So I should be able to get the center of 50. So when I measure the center of 50, 0 to here is 50, the center is what? 25. So I'll just do that here. Right? I'll do that here. Long, short, long, short, long, short. So where they meet, that is where this circle of radius 10 will be placed. So I know it is small. I'll just do that. Circle of this. So I can easily taking it out. So the next thing is I can just bring this down from here. Don't have to stress yourself. This will give you all what you need. Right? We know that the thickness from here to here is 10. So you're going to measure 10, 5 to the left, and what? 5 to the right. You measure it. And you draw your line to come and meet this at where it becomes tangent. So I'll just draw the line from here to go straight to touch there, and this from here to go straight to touch there. Sorry, here, not the other center line there. So let me remove that. We move forward. Now the next thing is I'll take in here, just like I take in here. We're seeing this as a straight line. Looking the side of a circle, so I'll take in here. Right? And similarly here also I'll thicken it, which is here. You'll be seeing it as a straight line too. This line will cover everything you have here. So I'll just close it up so that I'm moving from here and I'm stopping here. So this is the line I'm drawing. Here also I'll do the same thing. Can you see that? And the next thing I'll do is the 17 I have. So if you measure 17, the radius of this arc here, 17. I'll just place it here. I'll mark 17 to the top and bottom here. So I'll just do it this way. See what I want to do. Or better still, you just come here, the 17 itself. Can you see that? You just draw your arc this way. And you move it from here to go and touch here. Get logic? To this point here. This is where it is here. So I'll just take it down. That's where to touch. So I move it from here to touch here. And this from here to touch here. Can you see that? And here is taking it. I'll taking this point to touch here and here to touch here. Then I'll close here up. And I'll also taking this part here. So let me do that. So the remaining one here will be hidden. So now if you look closely, is there any other thing again we need to put here? So we've done what we have to do. This is the web here, and this is the circle we have here. So the next thing we are going to do, because by the time you're looking from the top, you'll be seeing this curve, which is this curve. You'll be seeing this circle, which is this circle. You'll be seeing this web here, which is this web you have here. Right? This hidden line here is this guy here, which is this passing through. So we'll go to the next one. Use a 45-degree, or better still, you just join these two center here. Then you project each of those points upward. First of all, take the ending here and you take it up. So we're about to draw the end view now. Then you bring this one here, you close it. This is what we have. So one thing is, the entire end is closed. Because you're looking at it from here, everything is closed. This side here, you're seeing the edge of this curve as a straight line, like I was telling you. The edge to be seen as a straight line, right? And this is symmetrical. If I cut it into two, what is at the left is close to what is at the right. So I'll close it up with my thick line all through. Right? Now you can't see this line inside, right? So that's why you're seeing hidden line. So if I project this line here, front line, when you get here will be what? Hidden line. Because you cannot see it. Then the next one that we have is the web here. Before that, this line you see here, you see it as a straight line. Front line first, let's do that. Front line. We're talking about this figure here. This is the figure, this is the figure here. So if I project the figure to touch here, and the end of the figure here to touch here, and I'll take it up to go and meet that figure. So we reach here. From here will be thick line. From this end to reach here. And here will be thick line. So you'll be seeing the curve, the side of the curve as a straight line. That is why I'm drawing it as what? As a straight line. Seeing a curve, the side of the curve, you see it as what? A straight line. Now aside that, the next thing is the circle. So if I project this way, touch here, and this way to touch here. So the circle have the same height as this figure. Can you see that? So when I project that point up, I'll be using hidden line. When I project this end up, I'll be using hidden line. So I can just take my center line, long, short, long, short, long, to show that there's a circle there. Now, aside that, there's still more, the web. So let's focus on this web here. I'll move this to touch here. I'll move it to touch here. Right? And I'll take it up. I'll take it up. I'll take it up. So here, I will come up as a straight line. Can you see that? That's the web here. Looking at it from the front, you'll see it there.